Welcome dear students. Today we will study Social Studies subject for grade 4. Our topic for today is what is history? History. This word is made up of two words, that is his plus story. Now, his plus story becomes history. Who is this his? This his is nobody other than man. So history is man's story. Also, history is the study of the past events. All those events, whatever has happened in the past, is history. Do you remember we have studied about tenses in grade 3 in English? Present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense, whatever is happening is right now is the present. Whatever has already happened is the past, and whatever will happen afterwards in the future is the future, right? So all those things, whatever has happened earlier, that is the past tense, is included in history. Everything has a history, each and everything. Our family has a history, buildings have a history, people have a history, festivals have history, celebrations, each and everything. Television has a history, mobile phone has a history, everything has a history. We celebrate Diwali, Holi. There is a history behind the celebration of these festivals also. Now, next we will see importance of history. What is the importance of history? Why is it important for us to study history? Do we really need to study history? Yes, we need to study history. Why? Because if we know what has happened in the past, we can do or act accordingly in the present time. And also we can plan out for some preparation or have an idea what we will do in the future. I will give you a very small example. For example, last year you did not study hard, okay, and due to which you got less marks in your exam. But now, that is in the present time, you are studying hard, which will affect your future, right? Now how will it affect your future? Because you are studying hard right now, your exams will take in the future. So this studying hard will affect your future. How? You will get excellent marks in the future exams. Why? Because you are making the preparations. You know about your past that I had not studied well. So now you are studying hard, and this will affect your future. How it will affect? You will score good marks in your upcoming examinations. Also, the timing of the past, present and future is not fixed. It is not necessary whatever has happened last year, only those things are included in the past. No, whatever is happening now. For example, now you are studying. This is the present time. But after some time, this present will become your past and this will become your present. Then from this present again you move on here again. Then again this present will become your past. Every moment becomes the past the next moment immediately. If we know and understand the past better, we can also understand the present, and we are accordingly prepared for the future. Next, we will see family history. As I told you earlier, each and everything in history has a history. Our family too has a history. As we have a history, family's history, we also have our country's history. We are small. We do not know about all the incidents or whatever has happened in the family earlier. But we come to know about them. How do we come to know about them? Through our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. All these people will tell us. All those things are included in our history, family's history. A newborn baby is born. Okay? So that newborn baby has become a member of your family now. Your uncle is married. Your aunt comes to your place. Now, for example, you are 5 people staying in the house. A newborn baby is come. One more add and your aunt is come. So now you are 7 people in the family. Right? But it is not necessary that it may be the same. Maybe there is a death in the family. So again your family size has become to 6 members. Year increase, year decrease. So many reasons change the size of the family according to the time. But all the time it is not necessary that each and everything will change. Some things may change, some things may not change. What are the things that may change? What are the things that may not change? For example, things that can change is our dressing style. Our grandparents had a different dressing style. Our parents had a different dressing style. We have a different dressing style, right? If you compare our grandparents' dressing style with our dressing styles, you will see that there is a vast difference. It is totally different. But at the same time, if we see like customs like wishing our elders, greeting, respecting elder people, all these things was done by our grandparents. Our parents also did it. But is it that we have changed and we have stopped doing all these things? No. These things haven't changed. These things are retained. These things are retained means what? It has not changed. We have our family history, as I told you earlier, everything has an history. Our country also is having a long history. Now, how do we learn this history? For us to understand and learn it in an easier way, it is divided into certain parts. Each part is called a period. Now we will see periods in history. Periods in history. It is divided into 3 periods, that is the ancient period, the medieval period and the modern period. This period is not a duration of 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, but it is a duration of many hundreds and hundreds of years together makes a period. First we will see the ancient period, then the medieval and then the modern period. Ancient period consisted of the history of the oldest times since the beginning of human species. It is covered under the ancient period. Then next, this is the medieval period. Medieval period is the period between the ancient and the modern. All those things whatever happened between the ancient period and modern period are included in the medieval period. And after the medieval period, we have the modern period. Modern period consists of the history of the recent times. But this period is not same in all the countries. For example, in India, the modern period might have started later, whereas if you see Europe or America, over there the modern period might have started much earlier. So it differs everywhere. Now, this ancient period of India, it began with the Indus Valley civilization and continued till 8th century. Now, what is a century? A century is a period of 100 years. 1 century is equal to 100 years. So, 8th century is equal to 800 years. This ancient period continued till 800 years. Now, what is this Indus Valley civilization? Indus Valley civilization, in short, is a planned city. Like the houses were built with kitchens, water tanks were there, drainage system was very good, covered. All these things were planned. Nowadays, we find everywhere we have planned cities. But during those times, it was not so. So Indus Valley was the first civilization which was very much planned. About this we will study in detail later on. Then, this was the unique feature of Indus Valley civilization, that it was a very planned city. Then we have the medieval period. This medieval period begins around 8th century and it continued till the 18th century. From 8 to 18. 8th century is 800 and 18th century is 1800. All this period is included in the medieval period. And last, we have the modern period. This modern period started in the later half of the 18th century, 1800, and it continued till 1990s. All this period is included in the modern period. We will study about this ancient period, medieval period and modern period in the later lessons. Now, in short, what we have studied in this lesson is what is history, what is family history, present, past and future, periods in history. The periods in history are divided into 3, that is the ancient period, the medieval period and the modern period. Now we will discuss the exercises behind the textbook. First, we will see the answers for true or false. Now we will solve the exercises of lesson 1, that is the true or false, fill in the blanks and question answers. First we will see true or false. First one, a period may consist of many hundred of years. Answer is true. I repeat, answer is true. Second, things that happened in the past have no effect on the present. No, things that happened in the past have an effect on the present, right? So the answer is false. I repeat, answer is false. Third, our country and family have a history. Yes, our country has a history, our family too have a history. So the answer is true. Third answer is true. Fourth, past, present and future have a fixed and clear division. No, there is no fixed division. So the answer is false. I repeat, answer number 4 is false. The modern period in Indian history starts later than the modern period in Europe. Yes, the modern period in India is starting much later. So the answer is true. Now we will see the answers to fill in the blanks. First, fill in the blank. Dash is the study of the past. Answer is history. I repeat, answer is history. Second, the dash period consists of the period of the times in between ancient and modern. Now, which is the period between ancient and modern? That is the medieval period. MEDIEVAL, medieval period. I repeat, medieval. Third, times in history which have not had any major change are clubbed together as one dash period. Answer is historical. HISTORICAL, historical. Answer is historical. Fourth, if we know and understand the dash, we also understand the present better. Now, to understand our present better, what we should know? We should know our past. So, the answer is past. Answer number 4, past. Answer number 5, history is divided by the dash into periods of time. Answer is historians. HISTORIANS, historians. Now, we have completed fill in the blanks. We shall move to question number C. Tick right the correct answers. First question. It begins with the Indus Valley civilization and lasts till around the 8th century. There are 3 options given: A, B, C, modern period in Indian history, medieval and ancient. Now, Indus Valley civilization, which period was it? It was the ancient period. So, the correct answer is option C. Question number C, first answer, the correct answer is option number C. That is the ancient period in Indian history. Second question, it consists of the history of the recent times. Now, the history of recent times, which is that history? It is the modern period. History is that recent times, modern period. So, the answer is A, option A. Third question, it begins around the 8th century and lasts till the 18th century. Now, which is this period? The middle period. The middle period is the medieval period. So, the option is B, medieval period in Indian history. Third answer is option B, medieval period in Indian history. Fourth, this period lasts till around the 1990s in Indian history. Which is this period? Till the 1990s, the last, that is the modern period. So, the option is A. For fourth, the option is A, that is the modern period. Now, we will move on to question answers. D. Answer the following. Answer the following, children. I will tell you the page number. You will mark it accordingly. Okay. First question. What is history? What is the importance of history? This answer is on the first page, that is page number 1. Second paragraph, first line. Page 1, second paragraph, first line. History is the study of the past. Close the bracket. Continue the answer. Then answer is continued on page number 2. Third line. History attempts to understand the past. It helps us to know why an event occurred in the past and why something changed while something else did not. If we know and understand the past, we also understand the present better. It also prepares us to know how things will get affected in the future. Mark the answer. This is answer number 1. So answer number 1 is divided into 2. It is given at 2 places, that is on page number 1, 1 line, and on the second page the rest of the answer. Understood? Next, we have question number 2. Second question is, how do we come to know about our family history? This answer is on page number 2, family history paragraph, first line. Mark it. We come to know about our family history from our parents and grandparents. Complete the bracket. We come to know about our family history from our parents and grandparents. Next, question number 3. Why is history divided into periods? Why history is divided into periods? This answer is also again on page number 2, last paragraph. Periods in history. First line,